I do some realtors make millions while others make peanuts. You know, I get questions like this all the time. You know, I've owned and ran real estate brokerages and teams for a lot of years. And what's really interesting is there are some definite attributes that folks that make a killing in real estate, and some that just try really hard and never can quite get it, you know, what the differences are. And I get that question from experienced agents. I get that question from new agents. So I want to share the 5 things that I see great agents doing that helps them generate a lot of business and a lot of clients. Now, one of the things about these 5 things that's really frustrating to me is these 5 things aren't what actually make a real estate agent good, which is incredibly frustrating. I think if I could change something about the industry, I would love home buyers and sellers to interview their agent to a much higher degree, you know, check their skills, check their, you know, background, things like that. But I want to just walk through the top 5 reasons why the agents that are successful are so successful. The first thing the most successful agents have that the ones that aren't making it don't have, guys, is this: number 1, they have a lot of clients. So they're constantly looking for new clients, adding on new clients, and getting referrals and all those sorts of things. People are attracted to these folks, and not only are they attracted to them, these high producing agents are out seeking new connections, and just really focusing on that to an enormous amount, to an enormous degree. The second thing that some of the most productive, the highest paid agents have that a lot of low performers don't have is an extreme knowledge, right? So they know a lot about the industry, they know a lot about their local market, they know exactly how to navigate through scenarios that a lot of folks don't know how to navigate through, right? And what does that attract? So that attracts a lot higher caliber of clients, and that also attracts a higher amount of referrals. All right, the next one seems pretty simple, but guys, it's incredibly important. Oftentimes, the most highly paid agents, believe it or not, are some of the best liked. They're phenomenal at making friends, making people trust them, and feel comfortable and confident in their ability to go execute the deal, right? So do your clients like you? How many people like you? Not necessarily how many people you like, but how many people like you if you're going to be an agent, right? So that's going to be a huge key in your success. How many people like you? How many people trust you, right? At least in our part of the world, in order for somebody to like you, they usually have to trust you, right? So trust is incredibly important in our part of the country, and that's the foundation for somebody starting to like you. So if you want to be really successful in real estate, guys, go make a lot of friends. Now the 4th one is really interesting, right? This is something that I struggled with early, but I got much better on as I went throughout my career. And guys, and that is be extremely organized. So there's a lot of moving parts in every transaction. There's a lot of moving parts. There's not a ton of complication necessarily. There's a lot of things going on, and so keeping track of all those things that are going on for every single one of your files, every single one of your clients, every single one of your leads, every single one of your acquaintances, every single person you've met on an appointment, and keeping in touch with. Are you organized? Does each one of those have their next step? Are you the one that's taking initiative and pushing that next step forward, right? So the best agents are also extremely organized. This last one is hunger. Are you hungry? Most agents that don't succeed or have trouble, making it over that hump simply just aren't hungry enough, or they're not hungry enough to put that into action. So here's the question I want to pose to you. If somebody followed you around for the last week, would they say you're hungry by watching the way you work? If the answer is yes, you're hungry. If you can't answer that question with an immediate yes, I want you to go think about this and evaluate it. Are you hungry enough? So the first 4 matter, the last one, hunger, matters the most. Okay, so quick recap. The most successful agents have the most clients. Weird how that works. They're trustworthy, they're liked, they're well organized, and they're extremely knowledgeable about their market and about the industry. And more important than anything else, guys, they're hungry. They wake up every day, they go to work looking for business and looking for people to help. Hey guys, I'm Sikes with Homestead Co. Thanks for watching.